to another Easy Cage Show collaborations. I'm Darth Easy.
I am Rainy Cage.
And it's time for our 10 anticipated summer movies. Summer is just around the corner, and so it's time to give our top 10 movies we're looking forward to in the months between May to the end of August.
I could not believe it's summer already.
I know, right?
That's crazy.
Yep, time to put on the shorts, go to the beach, and maybe watch Star Wars 100 times. Alright, so as we always do, 3 honorable mentions, 10 through 6, 5 through 2, and 1 at the same time. Rainy, start us off.
Alright, I'll start off with my first honorable mention. I just saw this trailer today, and that was The Hitman's Bodyguard.
My job is to keep you out of harm's way.
I have not laughed this hard in forever on a trailer. It looked hilarious. You got Ryan Reynolds and Sam Jackson. Sam Jackson's an assassin and Ryan Reynolds is his bodyguard. And the whole trailer was just them cussing at each other, and it was just freaking hilarious. There was jokes that were within jokes, like jokes about Sam Jackson movies that I thought were hilarious. It felt like a Deadpool spin-off movie is what it felt like. And it just, I had to talk about it because it snuck right up there on my list. Now, my second honorable mention is Pirates, Dead Man Tell No Tales. Or Pirates.
Was this boy, Jack Sparrow. Follow him in. He took everything from me and filled me with rage.
Pirates of the Caribbean. This is what, the 5th movie in the Pirates franchise. I still have a couple more to go to rewatch before this comes out. I do like the Pirates franchise. I love the music. I love a lot of the characters. I love Captain Jack Sparrow. And these trailers have been good. And early reviews of this have been, hey, this could be back to form, back as good as maybe the first movie. So that gives me hope. But I didn't hate the last movie. I kind of liked it better than the other 2 sequels. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to this. And then my final honorable mention is Transformers: The Last Knight.
Keep it up on Prime, okay?
I want to stay, and I want to fight them.
For my world to live, yours must die.
I am also not a Transformers hater like everyone seems to be here lately. And this one, the last trailer looks so cool. We're getting time travel, fighting Nazis, King Arthur. It looks post-apocalyptic in some scenes. I like Michael Bay. I like the Transformers movies. I will admit that they've, kind of been repetitive the last couple times, but
Kind of been repetitive.
But
The same freaking movie every time!
I still love them. It's a good time. Alcohol required, but it's a good time. And, I'm looking forward to it. It'll be a good summer movie. Those would be my honorable mentions. How about you, Darth Easy? Take it away. I know. Save it, because you got Transformers #1 on your list. I can see it right here.
Oh man, you're a comedian. Alright, my first honorable mention is Alien Covenant.
Holy.
Just really missed my top 10. I mean, it's basically Alien. We're getting a new Alien movie. Ridley Scott directing. It's going to be more homage to the classic Alien movie, more horror element to it. And the movie looks pretty damn scary. I'm just not a big fan of horror movies. That's why it's really on the honorable mention list. My second honorable mention is Baywatch.
Nothing to do with saving people. These are refrigerators. This is Baywatch, you pussy.
What is it that you think we do here?
Prevent people from getting sunburned and occasionally stop them from drowning.
Ma'am, everything's okay. Stop it. I can't save you if you're being a dick.
I mean, The Rock can do no wrong. The Rock can fight an earthquake, and it makes $1 billion. And I enjoy Zac Efron in these comedy roles like him in Neighbors. I really liked him in. And I think him and The Rock will probably have pretty decent chemistry together. And some of the women, they look hot. Especially that one girl from True Detective. I mean, especially her. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to this movie for some reason. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. But who knows? My last honorable mention, this movie's really there by default because there's really not much else to pick from. And that's Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales.
I'm not looking for trouble.
What a horrible way to live.
You will pay for what you did to me.
The trailers have been pretty good, and the early reviews I've heard is they say it's the best Pirates of the movie since the first one. Though the reviews did say that's not saying much, because Pirates 2 through 4 suck. They're not good movies, and this could be a return to form, but gosh, I hope it's something. I mean, you have Javier Bardem, I think that's his name. And he's such a cool, like, menacing villain. If you've seen, like, Skyfall or No Country for Old Men, he's a really cool villain in there. So I'm looking forward to Pirates of the Caribbean 5 a little bit. That ends my honorable mentions. Rainey, take us away with your 10 through 6.
All right, number 10, I've got Atomic Blonde.
Trust no one.
David Parsons, your contact.
Welcome to Berlin. I'm David. Don't shoot. I've got your shoe.
The trailer for this movie got me so pumped for this. I had no idea what it was, and I'd never even heard of it. But it looks like the female John Wick. That's what it looks like to me. She's some kind of spy, and the trailer has so much action in it, which makes me hope that the entire movie is going to be balls to the wall action. But maybe they just showed us the whole movie, but it looks so good. What is it? Charlize Theron, is that the main girl in it? She looks smoking hot. You got Professor Xavier in there.
James McAvoy, not Patrick Stewart.
James McAvoy, yeah. And it made me laugh a couple times, but mainly I want a kick-ass action movie, and that's what this looks like.
My problem with the trailer was it just showed the entire movie. I was just like, I just seen the entire movie. You could have hidden some of that. It's like the most recent Fast and the Furious movie me and you just watched. All the cool stuff that was in the movie was shown in the trailer. The trailer just kind of ruined the movie for me. So we'll see when we actually see the movie. But for now, I'm not excited because the trailer ruined the movie for me.
I think there's more. I think it's just so packed in there. They just had to show you what we're getting.
Whatever.
I'm a little more optimistic.
Yeah, that's being
all right. My number 9 is the Christopher Nolan movie Dunkirk.
He's coming back round. He's coming back round!
Low ball.
For me,
low ball.
I haven't really loved a Christopher Nolan film since The Dark Knight.
Boo!
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Boo!
So it's an honor for him to even make the top 10 of my list, but it's him branching into a new category he's never really done. We got a cool war film here. The trailer looked pretty good, and there are parts, even on the movies I didn't like very much of his past movies, that I do really enjoy. So that's making me looking forward to it. But am I as pumped as this crazy man over here? No, because his last 2 movies have kind of sucked in my opinion.
Oh man, comedian over here.
So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it works out. But yeah, Dunkirk number 9. My number 8 is the Mummy reboot with Tom Cruise.
Hieroglyphs said she was named Amenet, chosen to be Egypt's next queen. But her thirst for power led her down a darker path, one that had to be stopped.
The trailers for this the first one looked pretty decent. The second one, I was really getting into it. You have this new hot female mummy. They're trying to build a monster universe around this movie. Tom Cruise lately can do no wrong. I mean, all of his movies.
Well, yeah,
great.
that bad Jack Reacher too.
I mean, even he was still good in that, and I feel like it might be something special. This might be kind of the surprise of the summer because I really, haven't really thought much about it, but the trailers look good, and I'm kind of pumped for it. My number 7 is Baywatch, like he was talking about.
Jason Bourne ain't got shit on me. Why are we in the morgue?
You gotta get some hard evidence.
Someone's coming. What do we do now?
Now we hide.
Weird.
It looks funny. This is the most, the comedy that I'm most looking forward to this summer. The Rock. I mean, come on. The Rock is amazing here lately. And Zac Efron, he's been in a lot of comedies here lately. Some of them have been good. Some of them have been misses. And this looks like they're trying to take a franchise and go into like 21 Jump Street kind of lane. That's what it felt like to me. Because Baywatch, this doesn't even look like the Baywatch TV show. They've kind of completely modernized it and slapped an R rating on it. But I'm pumped. The trailers have made me laugh. So if they didn't give away all the jokes in the trailers, I'm probably going to love it. And my number 6, just barely missing out on my top 5, is Valerian and the City of 1,000 Planets.
You know what you're doing.
Valerian, trust me.
How much time left?
Our destiny is in your hands.
I taught him how to do that.
I'm pumped for this movie, although I am cautiously pumped for this movie because I absolutely hated Lucy. I hated Lucy. God, that movie was my worst of the year that year. But I love The Fifth Element, and that's what this looks like. It looks like The Fifth Element. This is...
And you have that actress who he absolutely loves. Every movie she's been in, he's been like, man, her performance in that movie was it was fantastic.
No, I don't like her. This is going to be last strike for me for her. But it just looks like...
Last strike? You mean third strike?
Third strike, whatever. I feel like that this is going to be just the right balance of cheesy sci-fi that I love. This is the director's passion project. And I've loved most of his movies, minus Lucy. So I've got hope, but it could be god-awful. I'm not going to say it can't be. But we shall see. And that is my 10 through 6. Take it away, Darth Easy.
All right, my number 10, King Arthur, Legend of the Sword. I absolutely love Guy Ritchie. I think Guy Ritchie has a really fun sense of movies, his action movies. You go from Sherlock Holmes, you go from like the Man from U.N.C.L.E., which I really enjoyed. And this one looks fun. It's definitely going to be the best King Arthur movie of the year. So that's probably not going to say much. But I like Charlie Hunnam as an actor a little bit. I didn't like Pacific Rim that much. But I think this could be a really cool, like, swords and, like, sandals kind of style of movie. Because I absolutely love the mythology of King Arthur. I think there's so much you can do with it. I don't know if Guy Ritchie's really the guy to do it. But if this movie's just a lot of fun and I go away with a smile on my face, I'll be happy. Because this movie's probably going to get killed in the box office because it comes out the week after Guardians. Or maybe people really just want to see a fantasy style type of movie now.
I mean, I feel like that this movie... I've seen a ton of King Arthur movies, and this definitely has a Guy Ritchie stamp on it, like his feel. So, I mean, I don't think it was, top 13 worthy, but I'm definitely looking forward to it. But it could be a huge bomb.
It could be. My number 9 is a franchise that's trying to make its way back to a monster movie universe, because that's cool now. And that is The Mummy.
Into her own.
Stay with me.
I'm scared.
I'm gonna figure this out.
Don't leave me.
Cruise, Russell Crowe. You have that girl who was in Kingsman, The Secret Service, and was in the latest Star Trek movie. So anyways, this has a really cool sense to it. I hear they're playing all kinds of movies. I was listening to Clyde Movie Talk today where they're talking about making the Bride of Frankenstein movie, and this could be a very interesting movie, and it's something different for Tom Cruise. And this is the most different movie probably he has done in the past 5 years, because no offense to Tom Cruise, but his last 5 years of movies have all kind of blended together, except for maybe Edge of Tomorrow. But I'm looking forward to this, and I think this could be a lot of fun. My number 8 is a movie we haven't even seen a trailer for, so I don't know if it's coming out in the summer or not. So it could be like that McDonald's movie last year for you, and that is The Dark Tower. I'm really looking forward to The Dark Tower. You got Idris Elba in there, Matthew McConaughey. See, it's Stephen King's basically Lord of the Rings. I've read half or a quarter of the first book, The Gunslinger, and I really like what I've read so far. And I think this could be a really cool book series. That's what my brother, or movies. That's what my brother tells me, anyways. They're talking about making a TV show. This movie has been in such a hiatus, been trying to be made, that you kind of just want to see it made, and even if it sucks, at least it got made, I guess. But I think it could be really cool to see. It's got like a Western mixed like a fantasy sci-fi elements to it.
I like the Matthew McConaughey thing, but no trailer. They showed footage, and it got negative reviews, and we haven't really heard anything about it. That's puts it on shaky ground for me, and I have not read the book, so that's another reason why it's not on my list. And it would have been a lot lower, because I believe I had Dark Tower in my top 10 anticipated for the year. I might have, I don't remember, but it's at number 8 because there's no trailer. I haven't seen anything from it, but right now it's just anticipation and hope and the actors in it. My number 7 is a movie it's a trailer I just really saw, and that is Detroit. Got John Boyega in there, directed by Kathryn Bigelow.
I need you to survive the night.
You think we're bluffing? We don't bluff.
Who I think this is our first movie she's directed since Zero Dark 30, which won her an Oscar. And the trailer I was just like, this is going to be an incredible movie. I mean, just some of the imagery. Kathryn Bigelow is definitely probably one of the best female directors out there. And this could just be a really cool movie, and I was blown away when I saw the trailer.
Didn't really do anything for me. I mean, John Boyega looked good in it. I hated Zero Dark 30, but I love The Hurt Locker, so I mean, I'll see it, but it definitely was not something I got excited about.
My number 6 is Edgar Wright's return to directing after he got kicked out of Ant-Man, and that is Baby Driver.
Is he mental?
Mental meaning slow. Was he slow?
No.
He had an accident when he was a kid. Still has a hum in the drum. Plays music to drown it out. And that's what makes him the best.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
This movie's got such a great cast. You got John Hamm in there. You got Kevin Spacey. You got some other actors. You have John Bernthal. The main guy I don't really care for. I only see him in that stupid cancer movie. And you also have Lily James, who's I'm rooting for to be the next who's gonna be Batgirl. But anyways, this is gonna be a fun movie. I just hope it doesn't fall in that Scott Pilgrim vs. the World where there's more style than actual substance. But this could be a really cool gangster style chase action movie. So I'm looking forward to Baby Driver. And that ends my 10 through 6. Rainy Cage, take it away.
Well, we do this all the time. I swear we don't plan it. My number 5 is Baby Driver.
One of these days, baby, you're gonna get blood on your hands. Time to face the music.
Baby, we need to get out of here.
I have to end this. Are we in bed together now?
Baby.
Baby?
Baby.
Doc said Michael Myers.
This is Mike Myers.
It should be the Halloween mask.
This is a Halloween mask.
No, the killer dude from Halloween.
Oh, you mean Jason?
No!
I don't remember all that cast you just said, so just copy his, paste it over mine. Great cast. The director Edgar Wright. The director, Edgar Wright, was talking about this movie the other day. He really is fascinated with car chase scenes, and he said he went all out for this. The trailers have been fantastic. I love Edgar Wright movies, even ones that I didn't really like the At World's End or whatever.
Oh, it was a good movie.
It still has Edgar Wright feel to it, and I love Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. That's my favorite movie that he's done. But it looks like my cup of tea.
Hot Fuzz.
And oh my God, I love Hot Fuzz. And I can't wait for this movie. The cast looks great. Yeah, pumped. My number 4 is Wonder Woman.
Whoever you are in more danger than you think.
Be careful, Diana.
If no one else will defend the world, then I must.
Welcome to jolly old London.
It's hideous.
Yeah, it's not for everybody.
Step back. Or maybe not.
She's the last savior of this DCEU. The trailers have been great. I'll take it back. I loved Wonder Woman and Batman v Superman. So please, please, please be a good movie. If this movie sucks, I give up. I know I said that about Suicide Squad, and I actually like Suicide Squad, but the trailers have looked great. I like how they're going kind of the first Captain America kind of route, going back in time. We're going to get, her origin story. I love the casting of... Star Trek guy.
Chris Pine?
Yeah, I love the casting of Chris Pine in this movie. There's lots of cool one-liners. I'm really pumped for this movie, and I hope it doesn't suck. Number 3, we're like a week and a half away from this. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
I see it within you. Fear, jealousy, betrayal. It is our duty to cleanse the universe of this weakness.
They told me you people were conceited douchebags, but that isn't true at all.
Dude!
I'm using my wrong eye.
Yeah, this movie, I've said it probably for the last year. I feel like this is going to be the second highest grossing movie of the year. And while I did really enjoy the first Guardians of the Galaxy, I didn't love it. I think I gave it a 4 out of 5 back when I watched it originally. But I love the cast, I love what they built, and I'm looking forward to this second movie. The trailers have been great. I want more humor, I want more epicness, and hopefully that's what we get. I love the music too in these movies. And my number 2 is Spider-Man Homecoming.
Stark, they don't care about us.
The world's changing, boys.
Time we change too.
These weapons are crazy dangerous.
Listen, Peter, forget the flying monster guy. There are people who handle this sort of thing.
The illegal weapons ferry was at 2:30. You missed it. No.
Besides Batman, Spider-Man, I mean, he's the one.
He's the most iconic superhero.
And, I loved him in Tom Holland in Civil War. The trailers for this have been great. I think I'm going to love his dynamic with Tony Stark, with Iron Man. And I hope that I hope this gets him 10 more Spider-Man movies, and we can quit rebooting this every damn 3 years. But yeah, I'm pumped for Spider-Man Homecoming. That's my number 2. How about your 5 through 2?
Thanks. All right, my number 5 is DC's hope, and that is Wonder Woman.
I am Diana of Themyscira, daughter of Hippolyta. In the name of all that is good, your wrath upon this world is over.
Yep, that's not gonna work. Please put the sword down.
It doesn't go with the outfit.
At all.
Wonder Woman's just a character. Like, I haven't read the comic, but I read the Justice League animated series, And I remember the Justice League cartoon movie I watched a few years ago, and what you can bring in Wonder Woman is just this like Greek mythology kind of set in movies that could be really cool. I mean, it's such a cool thing to go around, and making Wonder Woman set around World War I, that's new and unique. I know Captain America did World War II, but Wonder Woman's doing World War I. I really like that because we don't get a lot of World War I movies in today's movies, because we're all like, World War II, that's the war that really people really love. So I really like this. I really like Gal Gadot in Batman v Superman. Chris Pine, love him as an actor, and I'm looking forward to Wonder Woman. My number 4, speaking of World War II movies, this is a movie I've been looking forward to ever since I saw that little teaser last summer, I believe, and that is Dunkirk.
Practically see it from here.
What?
Home.
This movie, I think, is going to be incredibly awesome. Christopher Nolan, I love Christopher Nolan. I mean, he's crazy. I really liked Interstellar. It wasn't my favorite movie of all time, but I really liked it. I saw it twice in theaters, and the second time I saw it, I liked it even more. Inception's one of my favorite movies of all time. The Dark Knight trilogy is one of the greatest movie trilogies of all time. Don't just let alone superhero movies. One of the greatest movie trilogies of all time. And see Dunkirk, see Christopher Nolan make Dunkirk. This could be Christopher Nolan's Saving Private Ryan. And he's thinking of legacy at this time. And you got some great actors in there. You got Cillian Murphy, Tom Hardy, and some other actors I don't really know much. Kenneth Branagh, he's cool too. And I'm looking forward to the hell out of this movie. I cannot wait for July. And my number 3 is Spider-Man Homecoming.
My friends are up there.
The guy is still out there. I just gotta do this on my own.
Just don't do anything stupid.
I got this.
All right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Spider-Man's epic return to the Marvel Universe in his own standalone movie. You have Tony Stark. I think people are overreacting. I don't think we're going to get as much Tony Stark as we really think we are. And I'm really, and you forgot to mention Michael Keaton as Vulture. He is going to be, I hope, an incredible villain, because the one bad thing about all the Marvel movies is the villains. The villains have always not been great. But Spider-Man brings in this like Batman level villains into its movies. And I'm absolutely loving what I'm seeing from Michael Keaton. I'm seeing Michael Keaton return, because he is really the godfather, really, when you come to superhero movies. You think of the guy who plays Superman, you think of Michael Keaton's Batman. Those are the godfather of comic book movies. Those were the movies that really started it all. And to see Michael Keaton return in this villainous role, I'm looking so forward. And hopefully, because I'm hoping he's kind of like a villain like Loki, where he's a villain where he thinks he's a hero. That's my favorite dynamic as a villain in anything.
And hopefully they don't kill him, so he can come back.
Well, maybe. I mean, it'd be cool. I mean, I'd be up for them trying to set up a Sinister Six movie. Because this would be, I mean, after seeing the success of Suicide Squad, even though it didn't do so well, I think what they were trying to do after it made Spider-Man 2 with Doc Ock, Green Goblin, Vulture, and some other of the characters, I think it could have been a really cool, really interesting movie. And who knows, that might get made if Spider-Man Homecoming does really well, and hopefully it can shut Sony up about saying, Spider-Man's done after Homecoming 2. And I'm like, no, dude, keep looking at your universe. Don't mess with a bad thing. My number 2 is a movie I think it's probably going to be the most fun movie I probably see until The Last Jedi, and that is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
you're searching for your whole life, it's right there by your side all along.
You're right.
All you do is yell at each other. You're not friends.
No, we're family. Except maybe her.
I'm absolutely looking forward to this movie. The trailers have been fun. One thing I love about the trailer is like what you're talking about, Atomic Blonde, where that movie showed absolutely everything. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 trailer showed absolutely nothing, and I do not need to see anything else. I have no idea what's going to happen, and that's what I love about movies, when you go into a theater, not know what the plot is, and then be blown away. I have heard some mixed reviews a little bit, where they were kind of underwhelmed and kind of beat every expectation, but it doesn't sound like a bad thing to me. So
I've also seen some crazy good reviews too.
Yeah, so who knows? This could be one of the best movies of the year. This could be one of the best comic book movies of all time. So I'm looking forward to Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 because I got a feeling. Now it's time for our number ones. So we kind of do this. Our top threes are really exactly alike, except for we mixed our 2 and 3s. And that has to be War for the
Planet of the Apes.
It is.
We are the beginning! Apes together, strong! We are the beginning! Apes together, strong!
Have you come to save your apes?
I came for you.
In 2014, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes came out. My number 2 movie, your number 1, and then the sequel to the 2011 Rise of the Planet of the Apes. And this, if War for the Planet of the Apes is better than Dawn and Rise, this could be the best trilogy of all time for movies. And I'm looking forward to the end of Caesar.
Yeah, I also, like you said, was my favorite movie, the last Planet of the Apes movie. And you get Woody Harrelson as the main villain, and he looks freaking awesome. The trailers have looked just epic in scale, even more so than the last movie. And I just want to see how everything happens. Like I said, every time we talk about this movie, it's crazy how real the apes and stuff look. And it just, something about these movies it gets me. And I'm so pumped for this movie. You know, when we're making top 10 anticipated for the summer, it was no question.
Or year. I mean, year, it was like, I think number 1 was Last Jedi, and number 2 was War for the Planet of the Apes for me. So, I mean, the Dawn of the Planet of the Apes was just so good. And what I love about what the trailers are kind of showing is the last trailer, you had Woody Harrelson looking at the Caesar and saying, it's like, you may not say it, but you would take us over if you can. That's just the rule of nature. And it kind of reminds, like in Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, you saw where Gary Oldman's villain character was coming from. Because he really wasn't the villain of the movie, but the movie tried to make you look like it. But you're like, I can see that point of view right there. And it's like Civil War last year, Battle of Ideologies, and this could be one of the best movies, one of the best sci-fi movies of all time. And I'm looking forward to War for the Planet of the Apes.
Me too. I hope we do get an amazing trilogy here. I hope it is better than the last movie, which is going to be hard to do.
Oh yeah.
But I think they can do it. It looks good.
Alright, and that concludes the Easy K Show for Top 10 Anticipated Summer Movies. So guys, on the comment section below, make sure you comment. Tell us if there's a movie you're looking forward to more than any of these other movies. Tell him how crazy he is for putting Transformers last night in his honorable mentions. Woo! So, he's an idiot, we know.
Roll out, Autobots.
He's that special boy you take to preschool.
I know I'm not the only one that watches these movies. They make $1 billion.
I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. I'ma get a scholarship to King's College. I probably shouldn't brag, I amaze and astonish. The problem is I got a lot of brains but no polish. I gotta holler just to be heard with every word. I drop knowledge, I'm a diamond in the rough, a shining piece of coal, trying to reach my goal. My power of speech unimpeachable, only 19.